What's up, YouTube? So, in this video, I want to talk about gear, where to get it, and how not to spend bajillions of dollars trying to accumulate it. So, in saying that, the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to put the majority of your money into your promotional skills. Now, when I say your promotional skills, I mean this right here. This is going to upgrade your power level. You're going to plateau at level 60 with your gear. So that means you're going to need to find somewhere else to make yourself stronger so that you can get into the better events, so that you can get better gear, so that you can make money quicker, so that you can afford those jewels, so that you can get those better trinkets. So that's the road you're going to take to get to the end result. And this is where it's going to start. I do not recommend making gear to make yourself stronger. It's too expensive and it's not permanent. This road right here is a permanent solution to becoming stronger. So moving right along, we're going to come over here to the Schmidt, to the Black Schmitty, and we're going to come to the forging platform. Now, this is where you're going to create... I threw my phone! This is where you're going to create random pieces of gear. Now, when you're in a lower level stage, I highly recommend crafting gear. It takes 3 gray gear, and you'll find those in story mode. You plunk them in, you spend $100, and you get one fine green quality item. Now, I don't suggest this for the upper levels because it ends up being way too expensive. Now, it's not hard to find the gear to fill the slots. It's hard to find the money to make the new gear. And superior is $1,000. So in and around fine items and superior items, I suggest it. I did do a little subsidizing with the forge so that I could get better gear, so that I could do better things. So use it as a subsidy tool. Don't use it as a solution. The next place I want to talk about is right here. Now you're going to open up all of these NPCs by doing the story. So you need to defeat the story mode. So here you come to your dungeon master, and as you can see, my power requirements for Last Stand, I believe, were 250. I think 350 is my next one. I haven't beaten any of these levels yet. I have basically waited for encroachment to come around, and then see, right now it's $1,000 to play regularly, but I wait for the daily. So you can see the daily's only worth 500. So equating that to what you spend at the forge, you're spending $500 less in the dungeons. And you get this around like level 40. I was crushing these by myself. So this is the lockbox that you get at the end. And as you can see, a blue set and the potential to get purples. So you spend $500 less here than you would at the forge, and you get some awesome prizes. This is where you're going to save your money. This is where you're going to get good gear. And then what you're going to do is you're obviously going to be playing story mode to open these things up. You're going to accumulate gear. I suggest doing daily things. You know, play the arena, play the event board. If you come on a daily basis, you get free promotions and little goodies everywhere, and that allows you to do certain things within the game. Come over here and do the tournaments, right? All of these things are going to give you daily rewards, which have the potential to give you potions. Now, if you're going to crush on the story mode, I like to have a potion when I'm farming things because you don't necessarily get good quality items unless you're beating a boss. If you have an item find, you get some pretty decent gear, some pretty decent mats, and some pretty decent money. But the majority of your time is going to be spent doing the dungeon. And if you've got $500, you can play that level over and over and over again. As long as you got $500 to throw at that, you're going to be getting some decent gear. So coming to the event board, this is another good place to get gear. And as you can see up at the top, you get tokens. And I have 27 tokens out of 35. I also have 10 little rubies, so I can get some of these nice little lock boxes here. But that's not what we're after right now. We're after the bronze section. And as you can see, you need 1,100 power to play this level. And this lockbox here will give you appearance items. Now, these appearance items are pretty hefty in power and pretty hefty in abilities for your character. Now, if you don't get those, you get the crystals, and you can go into the shop and you can buy those certain items for certain amounts of crystals. So I have done all of that. Now we're taking the free route. Keep that in mind. I haven't spent any money on the game. So we're taking the free route. So what we've got thus far is we've got an array of legendary items. Now I haven't spent any in-game gold on these items. I think I've spent about 10 grand making blues and about 30 grand making purples, and I got like 2 or 3 of the same item in purples, and I ended up spending 30 grand, and it was like, and I was like, okay, I need to find a better method of finding items via a cheaper method. And we also have the appearance items. And as you can see, I have a few slots left over that I need to accumulate gear for and trinkets. Now, these all give you your power level. So, 2,200 power level, and I need 2,750 for the next event board. And that gives me a nice juicy lockbox with much better items in it. And as you can see, I have the legendary appearance, and the red is what I'm striving for. So, huge upgrade. Huge upgrade. The power level is huge as well. So, save your money by running the dungeons and playing the story mode and getting free rewards for the event board, and that's where you're going to get your gear from. Save your money until you get into the upper levels. I suggest spending the gems that you earn. I've earned 1,000 gems thus far, which is about $12 in real Earth money, and I have spent them on the banker, and I've spent them on my inventory. And as you can see, I have a whole bunch of mats saved up that I'm going to use to upgrade the better gear that I get. So once I'm happy and I've plateaued at a certain level and I'm comfortable and I know I'm going to be there for a while, that's when I'm going to start spending some mats. So it's all about patience. I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial. And as always, grind on. Peace.